Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into something really important for communities recovering from disasters.
That's right. We're looking at how state, local, tribal, and territorial groups, how they can actually access the public assistance program.
Basically unlocking a key resource, right? We're drawing from a course that breaks this all down.
Exactly. And for this deep dive, our mission is pretty focused. Nail down those first steps and the sort of legal rules of the game for getting public assistance.
Okay, sounds good. So this course you mentioned, what's the main aim? What are people supposed to get out of it?
Well, the big picture goal is to really equip those applicants, state, local, tribal, territorial, with a solid understanding of the whole public assistance program, and specifically what makes their projects eligible for funding. It's not just about the program, but the projects too.
Right. The specifics. Does it get into the legal stuff too?
Oh, absolutely. A key part is covering the supporting laws, regulations, statutes, even executive orders that shape how the program works.
So it's really comprehensive. Not just what can I get money for, but the why and how behind it.
Precisely. And another major objective is making sure applicants know how to effectively use the public assistance program and policy guide, the PAY-PPG.
Ah, the pay PPG. I've heard that's crucial.
It really is. Think of it as the essential handbook. Mastering it makes navigating the sometimes complex grant process much easier. The whole point is empowerment.
Makes total sense. Okay, so for our deep dive today, which part of the course are we focusing on? You mentioned first steps.
Yeah, we're zeroing in on lesson one. It's the foundation.
Lesson one. Got it.
This lesson really concentrates on two main things: the declaration process and the basics of public assistance program eligibility.
Okay, the declaration process. That sounds like where it all begins.
It absolutely is. It's how things get kicked off, essentially. So lesson one has a few specific objectives.
Lay them out for us.
Okay, first, it does briefly touch on some administrative stuff for the course itself, just housekeeping.
Standard procedure.
Right. But more importantly for us, it revisits the course's overall goals, really hammering home why understanding eligibility and using that policy guide is so vital.
Reinforcing the core mission. What else?
Then it dives into the declaration process itself. This is the formal step, the official recognition of a disaster event. And it's that process that actually authorizes public assistance. It triggers the whole thing.
So without that declaration, no PA funds are available for that event.
Exactly. No declaration, no program activation for that specific incident. It's the gatekeeper, the absolute first hurdle.
Wow, okay. That's fundamental.
Definitely. And the final key piece in lesson one is introducing what you called the rules of the game.
Ah, yes, the framework.
Yeah, the authorities, regulations, statutes, and the program guidance. Basically, all the official stuff that dictates who and what is eligible for public assistance.
So understanding that legal and policy foundation is non-negotiable.
Absolutely critical. It defines the boundaries, the possibilities, the entire playing field for applicants. You need to know those rules.
Right. It's not just paperwork. It's the logic behind the whole system.
Spot on. It tells you why things are eligible or maybe why they aren't.
Okay, let's pull back for a second. So this course is built to help state, local, tribal, and territorial folks really understand PA eligibility inside and out.
That's the goal.
And lesson one is ground zero. It covers that critical declaration process, reminds everyone of the overall aims, and lays out the essential legal and regulatory landscape.
You've got it. It provides that foundational understanding you absolutely need before you can dive deeper into specific project types or costs.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? The initial declaration, the formal start, and then this whole structure of rules. How important it must be for that process to be clear, to be efficient, especially when communities are in urgent need.
Efficiency and clarity there are paramount.
So thinking about that foundation, the declaration and the rules, what does that make you wonder about the rest of the journey? You know, getting from that initial green light to actual shovels in the ground or services delivered.
Well, it certainly highlights how much hinges on that first step being done right and how crucial a clear, accessible set of rules is for everyone involved downstream. It sets the stage for everything